Nobody's done anything like this before. This is by far the craziest thing I've ever been involved in. I am not a huge outdoors person. I camp, a couple times every few years, but it's usually in fall or summer where the weather's nice and you don't really need a special number on your sleeping bag, kind of thing. But this, I have an adventurous spirit, but it was just something that caught my eye as unique, and to be quite honest, when I first entered it, I thought this is a really cool contest and I want to enter it just to enter it. I don't stand a chance of winning it, so I didn't have to worry about would I actually do it, because in my head there was no way I was going to win.
Talk a little bit about the exact trip and what's going to be happening.
Okay, so first of all, it's a specialized vehicle. It's a purpose-built vehicle. It's called the Thomson Reuters Polar Vehicle. And it is a modified Toyota Tacoma, although you wouldn't recognize it as that anymore. But there's just the three of us, and the other two were part of the expedition already set up. And so Jason DeCarteret is the expedition leader. He is the current world record holder for almost the same exact route that we're going to take. And then Kieran Bradley is the engineer. He builds Lotus cars for a living. So he oversaw the reconfiguring and modification of this vehicle, and then there was a guy named Ian Nesbitt who actually designed the vehicle. He's not coming along, but Jason DeCarteret is the polar expert by far. He's done this several times. He holds the current world record. He trains special forces in polar expeditions. So he's the brains behind the whole thing, and very much experienced. This is kind of what he does for a living. By being a contest winner, I could just watch. I could ride in the back and just be a tag along, I guess. Or I could do whatever I was comfortable doing. So they basically left it open to me. And my thought is that I didn't win this contest to watch. So I am, as far as I'm concerned, a full member of the team. So I will be driving, and I will be spotting, and I will be riding in the back. And it's going to be a complicated process. Jason has driven across Antarctica before. As I said, he holds the current record, but he did it in a vehicle that was much different. It was much bigger. It had 3 axles. It had 6 people. This is the first time that it's ever being done with 4 axles. 2 axles, 4 tires, and 3 people. So it's much lighter. It's much more agile. But because of that, there is some potential concerns with getting stuck in snow, because we're driving across Antarctica, which is glacier and ice. So there will be times where the driving is too difficult or too dangerous for me or for Kieran, because we just simply aren't experienced in that. So I'm just there to do whatever I can do, and if that means digging the truck out when it gets stuck, that's what I'll do. If it means sitting in the back making sandwiches, that's what I'll do. It will be the last 2 days, and we're hoping to land at the pole on December 14th, which is to commemorate the 100th anniversary of the discovery of the pole by Roald Amundsen. So all the lead up to that will be gone. I will be leaving Toronto 26th or 27th of November, and then heading down to Punta Arenas, Chile, and then we leave there December 3rd over to Antarctica, and then we're there from December 3rd till December 11th or so, training and preparing and setting up the vehicle and fixing last minute things, that kind of stuff. And then the actual event will be for 2 days, and then pretty much right after that we may spend a full day at the South Pole, but after that we'll fly home. So I think it'll probably be 3 to 3.5 weeks total.